Now, I've got to be honest, when it comes to Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to Switch 2, I'm rather excited about it, but I know that there's many anomalies, I guess we could call them, along the way when it comes to Final Fantasy VII on the Switch 2, and I know that a lot of people are not too sure about it coming to Switch 2, but I'm hoping to go over all of that in today's video. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. If you like what you are seeing, please hit that like button, and if you want to stick around for some more Final Fantasy content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. Now, it was announced during the Nintendo Switch 2 event that Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade in particular will be coming to the system. Now, we didn't get a date, so it's not coming on launch, but it's definitely seems to be scheduled for 2025. We heard rumblings beforehand through various insiders within the gaming industry that Remake and Rebirth will be coming to Switch 2 eventually, and this just proves that the ball has started to get rolling. But time has passed since then, and Nintendo put out a video called A Legend Reimagined, which is an episode of their creator's voice where they talk to devs and about their games that are coming to the Switch 2, and this turn it was Naoki Hamaguchi, the director of the Final Fantasy VII Remake series, speaking about how the Switch 2 is very improved in its specifications and that they can rebuild Midgar in really good quality. And to be fair, what we've seen from Remake when it comes to the Switch 2 in its screenshots and its trailer and footage that was shared in this video, it seems to be in 4K and it seems to be pretty smooth when it comes to its frames per second. Now, I do not have an eagle's eye when it comes to this stuff, but I think we can all agree it looks rather impressive. Now, let's address a couple of elephants in the room. I know that not everybody's getting a Switch 2. Let me know in the comment section below if you are. And I know that everyone's not going to be getting Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade for the Switch 2 either. So let me know again in the comment section down below. But we don't know what form this is coming in, because there is a endless discussion on the internet at the moment when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 game keycards. And from what we have presented so far when it comes to Square Enix and the Switch 2, it's not looking promising that Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is going to be coming on a full cartridge like Cyberpunk 2077, because we have Bravely Default that is coming out on the release of the Switch 2. This is a very small game and it is coming on a key card. So questions are up in the air, the fingers are being pointed, rightly so, that we don't want to see this on a game card. Me personally, I don't really mind, but I am always an advocate to having something physical, so it would actually be nice, but for me it wouldn't be the end of the world if it isn't. I'm sure we will hear in the future when pre-orders or whenever the release date is announced for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade for Switch 2, whether it's going to be on a game keycard or not. Now, some interesting things that were spoken about in this video with Naoki Hamaguchi is how they really hope that Final Fantasy as a series has an amazing presence on the Switch 2, that the relationship between them and Nintendo are strong. And that gets me a little bit excited because there's so many more avenues we can go down. Final Fantasy 16 on Switch 2 could be a possibility. Will the machine itself become Ifrit? We don't know. But as we know, there are rumblings about a certain Final Fantasy remake. The fact that that could come out on Switch 2 can only make things so much better. It's quite clear we can see that Square Enix is definitely supporting the Switch 2. Heck, Bravely Default seems to be a sure sign for that because it's exclusive to the system. When they've said in the past that they want to broaden their horizons and release things out, I should imagine that this deal was made a little bit earlier than the actual decision to go multi-platform. I'm sure we'll see Bravely Default come on out to other systems after a year or so. We don't really know the ins and outs, but we know that they are pushing it hard, and that gets me very excited as a fan of Final Fantasy and Square Enix. And the fact that I'm going to have a Switch 2, I think the Switch 2 is going to be my future base of of operations when it comes to Square Enix titles, unless they seem to throw a curveball and have a game that's exclusive to another system that isn't a Switch 2, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But all in all, I am excited to play through Remake again on the Switch 2. I don't own a Steam Deck and I've never had the pleasure of playing it in a handheld mode. I know that it's like, oh, you really want to play it handheld? Is there going to be much of a difference? I think it's just going to be nice that things are coming full circle here. Final Fantasy VII was scheduled to come out on a Nintendo platform back in the day, but we know the history between that. So it really is a full circle moment seeing Remake Intergrade coming out. And not only that, another thing that just got everyone talking that is that he is looking forward for more people to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake series on Switch 2. So this is just good news all around. I can't wait to see what the future holds. We don't really know the true power of the system when it comes to the Switch 2. I'm excited. I'll be playing Remake Intergrade on the Switch 2. I'll be covering it to see how it plays compared to the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5 version of the Intergrade. But exciting times are definitely ahead for us all. It's nice to have one of your favorite games come out on a new system. It's going to bring in potentially a few more eyes to the series, and they might want to go back and play the original. They might want to play 9, they might want to play 10, and that is all already available on the Switch. And of course the Switch 2 is backwards compatible, so it's only good. It's just good things ahead, and I'm relatively positive about the situation. I can see there being a lot of discourse when it comes to the game keycard, but until we cross that bridge, we do not know. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Are you excited about Remake coming to the Switch 2? Are you getting a Switch 2? Are you going to get Remake for the Switch 2? Are you excited to possibly play Rebirth and Part 3 on the Switch 2? Let me know down below. I appreciate your time, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, I appreciate you watching the video. You made it this far, so why not hit the like button? And if you want to support the channel a little bit further, please consider subscribing. And if you want to go that one step further, there's channel memberships, so just click on and support the channel. You'll see your name at the end of these videos, and yeah, click on those videos that are popping up at the end here. You might see something that you might like.